Welcome, Top Pro. This is Coach Carol Mazur with today's Action Art Coaching, and our topic is creating a lead conversion plan. According to the National Sales Executive Association, stats prove that you can be much more efficient in your real estate follow-up. So the question is, what percentage of sales are made on the first contact? Because many of you are calling your buyer leads and you may not get a hold of them the first time. So how are you compared to other people doing? So 2% of sales are made on the first contact. So now maybe you don't feel so bad, right? If you're not just picking up the phone and making a sale by contacting these leads. But let me show you some studies they've done and how this works. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. Still not too much. So if you're calling a couple of times and they're hanging up on you, I guess you can see you're among 97% of the population that cannot create a sale from these contacts. Once you get to 5%, you're still, only 5% of sales are made on that third contact. Now you're starting to get a little better after the fourth contact. 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact. Now watch this. What percentage of sales are made on the fifth contact or more? And that is 80% of sales are made on the 5th through 12th contact. Is it really a lot of work to pick up the phone 5 times and dial the phone? Not really. Not if you want to make lots of closings. So they have set up a plan to contact these buyers more than just once, a complete system. First phone call I'll try and say this, and the second phone call I'll say that, and the third time I'll try to meet them in person. So 80% of sales are made on the 5th contact at least. What do you think top producers have figured out to create systems for our follow-up, in-person, phone calls, that type of thing? So the first thing I'd like you to do is to make a lead conversion plan for buyers. You have a lot of these web leads and things like that. Go on, you look at some of our lead conversion tips and tools, and search for the names of the email addresses so that you can find phone numbers. And if they're not home, contact them, contact them, contact them. How many times are you going to call your buyer leads? Great. Now, how many times will you call or visit your expired leads? And how many times will you call or visit your for sale by owner leads? And how many times will you call or visit your center of influence? Will you make a plan to call them quarterly and then visit? What is your plan? I'd like you to take a moment after you watch this action hour and write down what you plan to say on each and every call or visit. Just go to Top Pro Training and log in and search for scripts and dialogues. You can actually search under each heading, whether you're working with your center of influence, expired, for sale by owners, or your buyers. You can search for different things to say right on the site. What your assignment is then is to create 5 follow-up steps with any documents you want, whether it's going to be to drop off, hand out, like that. But I want this to be high contact. So we're talking calls or visit. Be sure to check out our lead conversion stats for email success. So that's another system. Your email system is another system. And we're going to show you some really amazing stats on converting leads using email. So be sure to watch out for that one too. This is Carol Mazur, and please post that you have finished this in our private Facebook community, or tweet us that you've finished your assignment with #Top Pro Group at the end. I can find you that way, and you can even personally send some of the items to me or your plan, and I can look it over.